This is about warehouse management system is important, and this is given in your session 11 also and session 13 also. Session 13, introduction, do we really need the warehouse management system? This is given also in the session 13, warehouse management system. So we have get an idea of the flow chart, and do we really need the warehouse management system of the session 13? That we will clear here. Either the warehouse management system is needed or not needed. That will go here about the warehouse management system. This is about the session 13. Evolution of the warehouse management. The evolution of the warehouse management system is very similar to that of the many other software solution. It is basically a software solution. When we're talking about the warehouse management system, it is a software solution. Initially, a system to control the movement and storage of the material within a warehouse. How to control the movement of the material, how to control the storage of the material in the warehouse. This can be done through the warehouse management system. The role of the warehouse management system is expanding to including the light manufacturing, transportation management, order management, and complete accounting system. To use the grandfather of the operation related software, MRP, that is the material requirement planning software, as a comparison. Material requirement planning started as a system for planning raw material requirement in a manufacturing environment. So MRP evolved in the manufacturing resource planning, MRP2, which took the basic of the MRP system and added scheduling and capacity planning logic. Eventually, MRP2 evolved into the enterprise resource planning, incorporating all the MRP2 functionality with all financial and customer and vendor management functionality. Now, whether WMS evolving into a warehouse-focused ERP system is a good thing or not is of the debate. What is clear is that the expansion of the overlap in the functionality between the warehouse management system, enterprise resource planning, distribution requirement planning, transport management system, supply chain planning, advanced planning and scheduling, and the manufacturing execution system will only increase the level of the confusion among the companies looking for the software solution of their concern. Even though warehouse management system continue to gain aid functionality, the initial core functionality of the warehouse management system has not really changed. The primary purpose of the warehouse management system is to control the movement and storage of the material within an operation and process the associated transaction. Directed picking, directed replacement, and directed put away are the key to the warehouse management system. The detailed setup and processing within a warehouse management system can vary significantly from one software vendor to the another. However, the basic logic will use a combination of the item, location, quantity, unit of measure, and order information to determine where to stock, where to pick, and in what question to perform these operations. At a bare minimum, a WMS should have a flexible location system. Utilize user-defined parameters to direct warehouse tasks and use live documents to execute these tasks. Have some built-in level integration with the data collection devices. Do we really need the warehouse management system? Not every warehouse needs a warehouse management system. Certainly, any warehouse could benefit from some of the functionality, but it benefit great enough to justify the initial and ongoing cost associated with the warehouse management system. Warehouse management systems are big, complex, data-intensive applications. They tend to require a lot of the initial setup, a lot of system resources to run, and a lot of the ongoing data management to continue to run. That's right. You need to manage your warehouse management system. Oftentimes, larger operation will end up creating a new IS department with the role of the responsibility of the managing the warehouse management system. The claims: warehouse management system will reduce inventory. Warehouse management system will reduce the labor cost. Warehouse management system will increase storage capacity. Warehouse management system will increase customer service. And warehouse management system will increase inventory accuracy. These are the claims of the warehouse management system. The reality is that the implementation of the warehouse management system along with the automated data collection will likely give an increase in accuracy, reduction in the labor cost, provided the labor required to maintain the system is less than the labor saved on the warehouse floor, and a great ability to service the customer by reducing the cycle times. Expectations of the inventory reduction and increased storage capacity are less likely, while increased accuracy and efficiency in the receiving process may reduce the level of the safety stock required. The impact of this reduction will likely be negligible in comparison to the overall inventory level. The predominant factors that control the inventory level are the lot sizing, lead times, and the demand variability. It is unlikely that a warehouse management system will have a significant impact on any of these factors. And while a warehouse management system certainly provides the tools for the more organized storage, which may result in the increased storage capacity, this improvement will be relative to just how sloppy the pre-warehouse management system were. Beyond labor efficiency, the determining factors in deciding to implement a warehouse management system tend to be more often associated with the need to do something to service your customer that your current system does not support, such as first in, first out, FIFO, cross-docking, automated pick replacement, web picking, lot tracking, yard management, automated data collection, automated material handling equipment. WMS setup. This is given in your syllabus. WMS setup. What is the WMS setup is there? The setup requirement of WMS can be extensive. The characteristics of each item and location must be maintained either at the detail level or by grouping similar items and the location into category. An example of the item characteristics of the detail level would include exact dimension and weight of each item in each unit of the measure an item is stocked, each age, cases and pallets, etc. As well as information such as whether it can be mixed with the other items in the location, whether it is rackable, maximum stack height, maximum quantity per location, hazard classification, finished goods, or the raw material, fast versus slow mover. Although some operation will need to set up each item this way, most operation will benefit by creating groups of the similar products. For example, if you are a distributor of the music CD, you can create group of the single CD and double CD, maintaining the detailed dimension and weight information at the group level and only needing to attach the group code to each item. You would likely need to maintain detailed information on the special item such as a box set or CD in special packing. You would also create groups for the different types of the location within your warehouse. An example would be to create 3 different groups for the different size forward picking location you use for your CD picking. You then set up quantity of the single CD that will fit in a P1, P2 and P3 location. quantity of double CD that fit in a P1, P3 location. You would likely also be setting up case quantity and pallet quantity of each CD group and quantity of cases, pallets per case reserve storage location group. If this sounds simple, it is well thought. In really most operations have a much more diverse product mix and will require much more system setup. And setting up the physical characteristics of the product and location is only part of the picture. You have set up enough that the system knows where a product can fit and how many will fit in that location. You now need to set up the information needed to let down the system decide exactly which location to pick from and put away and what sequence these events should occur. Do you the assigning a specific logic to the various combination of the location information that will occur. Location sequence, zone logic, fixed location, random location, FIFO. These are the determining for the location and sequences. FIFO, last in first out, LIFO, quantity or unit of the measure, fewest location, peak to clear, reversed location, nearest location, maximize cube, consolidate, lost sequence. These are the location sequence which have been described here, determining the actual location sequence. Location sequence, this is the simplest logic. You simply define a flow through your warehouse and assign a sequence number to each location. In order picking, this is used to sequence your picks to flow their warehouse. In put away, the logic would look for the first location in the sequence in which the product would fit. Zone logic, by breaking down your storage location into zones, you can direct picking and put away or replacement to or from a specific area of your warehouse. Since zone logic may designate an area, you will need to combine this with some other type of logic to determine exact location within the zone. Fixed location, logic uses predetermined fixed location per item in the pickling, put away and replacement. Fixed location are most often used as the primary picking location in the piece pick and the case pick operation. However, they can also be used for the secondary storage. Random location, since computer cannot be truly random, nor would you want them to be, term random location is a little misleading. Random location generally refer to area where the products are not stored in the designated fixed location. Like the zone logic, you will need some additional logic to determine the exact location. First in, first out, FIFO, directs picking from the oldest inventory first. Last in, first out, LIFO, opposites of the FIFO. I don't think there were many real applications for this logic until a visitor to my site sent an email describing their operation that distribute perishable goods domestically and overseas. They use LIFO for their overseas customer and FIFO for their domestic customer. Quantity or unit of measure allows you to direct picking from the different location of the same item based upon the quantity or unit of the measured order. For example, pick quantity less than 25 units would pick directly from the primary picking location, while quantity greater than 25 would pick from the reserve storage location. Fewest location. This logic is used primarily for the productivity. Pick from the fewest logic will be use quantitatively information to determine the least number of location needed to pick the entire pick quantity. Put to the fewest logic will attempt to direct put away to the fewest number of the location needed to stock the entire quantity. While this logic sounds greater from a productivity standpoint, it generally results in the very poor space utilization. The pick from the fewest logic will leave small quantity of an item scattered all over your warehouse, and the put to the fewest logic will ignore a small and partially used location. Pick to collier. Logic directs picking to the location with the smallest quantity on the hand. This logic is great for the space utilization. Reserved location. This is used when you want to predetermine a specific location to the put away or the pick from. An application for the reserved location would be cross-docking, where you may specify certain quantity of an inbound shipment be moved to the specific outbound strategic location or directly to an awaiting the outbound trailer. Nearest location, also called proximity picking put away. This logic looks to the closest available location to that of the previous put away or the pick. You need to look at the setup and test this type of the logic to verify that it is picking the shortest route and not the actual nearest location. Since the shortest distance between the 2 points is a straight line, this logic may pick a location 30 feet away that requires the worker to travel 200 feet up and down a shelf to go it up, while there was another available location 50 feet away in the same measure. Maximize cube. Cube logic is found in the most WMS system. However, it is seldom used. Cube logic basically uses unit dimension to calculate the cube and then compare this to the cube capacity of the location to determine how much will fit. Now, if the units are capable of being stacked into the location in a manner that fills every cubic inch of the space in the location, cube logic will work. Since this rarely happens in the real world, cube logic tends to be the impractical. Consolidate. Look to see if there is already a location with the same product stored in with the available capacity. May also create additional moves to consolidate like product stored in the multiple location. Lot sequence. Used for picking replacement, this will use the lot number or the date of the determined location to pick from the replenished from. It is very common to combine multiple logic methods to determine the best location. For example, you may choose to use the pick clear logic within the first in first logic when there are multiple locations with the same receipt date. You may also change the logic based on the upon current workload. During busy periods, you may choose logic that optimizes productivity, while during slower periods, you go to the optimized space utilization. Other functionality and the consideration. Wave picking, batch picking, and the zone picking. Support for the various picking methods varies from the system to another. In high volume fulfillment operation, picking logic can be critical in the WMS selection. Task interleaving. Task interleaving describes functionality that mixes similar tasks such as picking and put away to obtain maximum productivity. Used primarily in full paid load operation, task interleaving will direct a lift truck operator to put away a pallet or hitch her way to the next pick. In large warehouse, this can be greatly reduced time, not only increasing productivity, but also reducing the wear on the lift trucks and having on energy cost by reducing lift truck fuel consumption. Task interleaving is also used with the cycle counting program to coordinate a cycle count with a picking or the put away task. Automated data collection. It is generally assumed when you implement warehouse management system that you will also be implementing automatic data collection, usually in the form of the radio frequency. Portable terminals with barcode scanners. I recommend incorporating your automated data collection hardware selection and your software selection into a single process. This is especially true if you are planning on incorporating alternate technology such as a voice system. RFID. or the light directed system. You may find that a higher price WMS package will actually be less expensive in the end, since it has a greater level of the support for the types of the ADC hardware you will be using. In researching WMS package, you may see references like the support, easily integrates with the work with, seamlessly interfaces with, in describing the software's functionality related to the ADC. Since these statements can mean just about the anything, you will find it important to ask a specific question related to the exactly how the WMS system has been programmed to accommodate ADC equipment. Some warehouse management products have created a specific version of the programs designed to interface with the specific ADC devices from the specific manufacturer. If this WMS ADC device combination works for your operation, you can save yourself some programming setup time. If the warehouse management system does not have the specific functionality, it does not mean that you should not buy the system. It just means that you will have to do some programming either on the WMS system or on the automatic data collection devices. Since programming cost can easily put your budget, you will want to have an estimate of these costs upfront. As long you are working closely with the WMS vendor and the ADC hardware supplier at an early stage in the process, you should be able to avoid any surprises here. Integration with the automated material handling equipment. If you are planning on using automated handling equipment such as the carousel, ASRS, AGV, and pick-to-light system or a sortation system, these automated handling systems are used in case of the many of the European country of the Ford company, and many of the in the Europe and Germany and Australia, these material handling equipment systems are used. Pick-to-light system or the sortation system. You will want to consider these during the software selection process, since this type of the automation are very expensive and are usually a core component of your warehouse. You may find that the equipment will drive the selection of the WMS. As with the automated data collection, you would be working closely with the equipment manufacturer during the software selection process. Advanced shipment notification. If your vendors are capable of sending advanced shipment notification and attaching compliance labels to the shipment, you will want to make sure that the warehouse management system can use this to automate your receiving process. In addition, if you have requirement to provide advanced shipment notification for the customer, you will also want to verify this functionality. Cycle count. Most warehouse management system will have some cycle counting functionality. Modification to the cycle counting system are common to meet specific operational needs. Cross-docking. In its purest form of the cross-docking is the action of the unloading material from an incoming trailer or rail car and immediately loading these materials in inbound trailers or the rail cars, thus eliminating the need for the warehousing storage. In reality, pure cross-docking is less common. Most cross-docking operations require large staging area where the inbound materials are sorted, consolidated, and stored until the outbound shipment is complete and ready to ship. If cross-docking is part of your operation, you will need to verify the logic the warehouse management system uses to facilitate this. Pick to carton. For parcel shippers, pick to carton logic uses item dimension weight to select the shipping carton period to the order picking process. Items are then picked directly into the shipping cartoon. When picking is complete, dangle is added and the cartoon sealed, eliminating a formal packing operation. This logic works best when packing products with similar size, weight characteristics. In operation with a very diverse product mix, it is much more difficult to get this type of the logic to work effectively. Slotting. Slotting describes the activity associated with the optimizing product placement in peak location in a warehouse. There are software packages designed just for the slotting, and many warehouse management system packages will also have slotting functionality. Slotting software will generally use the item velocity, cube use gauge, and minimum package pick place dimension to determine best location. Yard management. Yard management describes the function of managing the contents inventory of the tailors parked outside the warehouse or empty tailor themselves. Yard management is generally associated with the cross-docking operation and may include the management of the both inbound and inbound trailers. Labor tracking, capacity planning. Some warehouse management systems provide functionally related labor reporting and the capacity planning. Anyone that has worked in the manufacturing should be similar with this type of the logic. Basically, you set up a standard labor hours and the machine hours per task and set the available labor and the machine hour per shift. The warehouse management system will use this information to determine the capacity and load. Manufacturing has been using capacity planning for decades with mixed results. The need to factor in the efficiency and utilization to determine the rated capacity is an example of the shortcoming of this process. Note that I am necessarily against the capacity planning in the warehousing. I just think most of the operation don't really need, it can avoid the disappointment of the trying to make this one. Activity-based costing and the billing. The functionality is primarily designed for the third-party logistics operator. Activity-based billing allows them to calculate billable fees based upon a specific activity. For example, a third-party logistics can assign transaction fee for each receipt and shipment transaction as well as fee for storage and the other value-added activity. Integration with the existing accounting ERP system. Unless the warehouse management system vendor has already created a specific interface with your accounting ERP, you can expect to spend some significant programming dollars. Here, we are all hoping that integration issues will be magically resolved someday by a standardized interface. Ideally, you will want to an integrator that already integrated the warehouse management system. Warehouse management system, everything that is to be there. As I mentioned at the beginning of this article, a lot of the other modules being added to the warehouse management package. These would include full financial, light manufacturing, transportation management, purchasing, and sales order management. I do not see this is a unilateral move of the warehouse management system from an add-on module to the core system, but rather an optional approach that has application in the specific industry such as third-party logistics. Third-party logistics are evolving throughout the world dramatically. Using the ERP system as a point of reference, it is unlikely that this add-on functionality will match the functionality of the best of the breed application available separately. If warehousing distribution is your core business function and you don't want to have to deal with the integration issues of the incorporating separate financial order processing, etc., you may find these warehouse management system based business system are a good fit. Implementation tips. What are the implementation tips are there? This is given in case of the session 15. Implementation tips. This is given in the case of the session 15. Outside the standard, don't underestimate, thoroughly test, train implementation tip that apply for the business software installation. It is important to emphasize that the work management system are very data dependent and restrictive by design. That is, you need to have all of the various data elements in place for a system to the functionally properly. And when they are in place, you must operate within the set parameter. Implementation tips are there. Example 1, customer service person. Why did not part XYZ ship to customer 1, 2, 3 yesterday? Warehouse person. The warehouse management system could not be found, it so did not produce an instruction to ship it. Customer service person. Well, my screen shows that we have 500 available in location. Are you telling me that we don't have them? Warehouse person. No, they are all right. Customer service person. If I can see them on my screen, why cannot the warehouse management system find them? Warehouse person. I don't know. I think if you don't have everything set up right, it would not let up ship it. Example 2, warehouse supervisor. I thought I could you stock those pallets in the location F12. Lift truck operator. I tried, but the warehouse management system would not be let me. Warehouse supervisor. Why would not let you? Lift truck operator. It told me that you did not fit. Warehouse supervisor. Well, do you do fit? Lift truck operator. Yes. Warehouse supervisor. Then why does the warehouse management think that they don't? There are some very real examples of what you can accept when working with the system like warehouse management system. As you run into instances such as this, you must remember that these are not flaws with the warehouse management system. In fact, you want your warehouse system management to be restrictive. That is what gives you control over your operation. You to be aware, however, that the cultural change required to work within the operational constant provided by the warehouse management system is often the most difficult part of the warehouse implementation. When implementing a warehouse management system, you are adding an additional layer of the technology into your system. And with each layer of the technology, there is a additional overhead, additional sources of the potential problem. No, don't take this is a condemnation of the warehouse management system. Coming from a warehousing background, I definitely appreciate the functionality warehouse management system have to offer in many warehouses. Thus, functionality is essential to their ability to serve their customer and remain competitive. It is just important to note that every solution has its downside, and having a good understanding of the potential implication will allow managers to make better decisions related to the levels of technology that best suited their unique environment. So here we have studied about the evolution of the warehouse management. Introduction. Do we really need the warehouse management? We have studied the introduction. Do we really need the warehouse management system? Then WMS setup. We have studied about the WMS setup. Location sequence. location sequence and the lot sequence. We have studied about the location sequence and the loss sequence. What are the logic in using the location sequence? We have studied here, and the lot sequence, how the can be done. We have studied here. Other functionality consideration, wave picking, batch picking, and zone picking. Automated data collection. We have studied here the automated data collection. Automated data collection. Automated data collection. Advanced shipment notification. Cycle counting, cross docking, peak to carting, yard management, capacity planning, activity based costing, and these topics implementation tips. Implementation tips. Implementation tips. So these we have studied in detail. Implementation tips.